No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first swing of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Gibson. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll pull it on the read.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for space. It's Ott. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Fullback's got it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Tight end now in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there.
Turning it on! Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Extending the play. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Batir. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Caught over the middle, it's Burks. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Trying to punch it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off-play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Adams. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Makes the grab, and he's wrestled to the ground.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Off the play fake. Buying some time. Oh, better look out. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They punted away on 4th down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run it from the gun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Using his legs, it's Ott. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The give to the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got it set up on the outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the returner is stopped. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Fourth down, same as first, same as second, same as third for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big first down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
They'll try to get outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Still looking on the move. At midfield, he's got room. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on 3rd down. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Toss to the outside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, the offense defense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air. It's Klubnik. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get